Hello and welcome to the 106th NAACP Annual Convention. My name is Kennedy Johnson, your Vice President. Over the years, the conversation of race has once again become renewed within our country. The fact that many people are discriminated against simply because of the color of their skin is apparent. The fact that many injustices are done to the minorities of this country is apparent. More importantly, the fact that many people are ignorant of these injustices is apparent. We are once again a country divided. We are a country divided, much like the state of our country during the Civil Rights era, where the oppressive grip of Jim Crow lingered on. We are a country divided, much like the state of South Africa was during apartheid, where blacks had no right to vote, where black families were herded into authorized areas of the country, where children were denied a decent education simply because of their complexion. Luckily, there was one man who stood against this. His name was Desmond Tutu. Desmond Tutu was born in 1931 in South Africa. He was raised and greatly influenced by his father, who was an educator. He was so greatly inspired and influenced by his father that when he went to college, he majored in education. Upon completing his degree, he came home to his high school to teach. He is quoted as saying, "I tried to be what my teachers have been to me to these kids, seeking to instill in them a pride in themselves." Unfortunately, as he was teaching in South Africa, he was a witness to many injustices against these children. He said, "So many of God's children are prevented by deliberate government policy from attaining their fullest potential." He felt as if the government were promoting inequality. No longer being able to handle being a part of the school system in good conscience, he left. He decided to devote his time and energy instead to theology. Upon completing his new studies of theology in 1960, he became a priest. He saw that he had a new voice in the religious community, a voice that he could use to promote equality everywhere. He attained his master's in theology not long after that, from the King's College Institute in London. In 1970, he was appointed as the General Secretary of the South African Council of Churches. In 1976, he was appointed Bishop of Lesotho. In 1986, he was the first black man to ever be elected as the Archbishop of Cape Town. During the 80s, he found himself as a leading spokesperson against apartheid in South Africa. In 1993, a new era occurred. Apartheid ended. He was quoted as saying, "I never doubted that ultimately we would be free, because ultimately I knew there was no way a lie could prevail over the truth, darkness over love, death over life." In 1994, Nelson Mandela is elected president. Nelson Mandela appoints Tutu as the head of the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, where he was responsible for reporting the civil injustices in South Africa. Today, he continues to serve as a voice for the voiceless, not only against racism, but for HIV and AIDS, poverty, sexism, homophobia and transphobia, and tuberculosis. He currently serves as a member of the Elders, which is a group of people who discuss ways to promote peace across the world. He has been awarded the Nobel Peace Prize, the Pachman Terrace Award, the Sydney Peace Prize, the Gandhi Peace Prize, and the Presidential Medal of Freedom. He is quoted as saying, "Despite all the ghastliness in the world, human beings are made for goodness. The ones that are held in high regard are not militarily powerful, nor even economically prosperous. They have a commitment to try and make the world a better place." Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Desmond Tutu.